Hi everyone.
Hello, madam. Good morning.
Mm, Okay, let's see some introduction about this application. Then we'll go for tabs, home tab. Okay, this is the flow. So first we are going to learn about the data, then converting into information, summarizing using pivot tables, present using a dashboard, analyzing the data. Finally, we will protect or print or share the document. This is the flow in any tool, not only in Excel. Okay. Why Excel? To store the data. Did I share my screen? I think no, right? Okay. So to store the data and for calculation purpose, and finally to analyze our data using some pivot tables, charts, and dashboard. And history of spreadsheet. Actually, this is started in 1978, but we called it as Visual Calci. Then 1980 named it as Super Calci. A final Excel is started from 1985. Nobody will ask you, but just this is just for your information. Okay. Who are the competitors for Excel? Do you know any application which is working just like Excel? Sorry? Usually, I mean, you may have other applications, but usually most of the people, in most of the system, you will have Excel only. Everybody can able to understand easily Excel, right? And here you have so many formulas and anybody can able to understand the application. Even you create a dashboard, you can create dashboard in different tools like you can take Tableau, ClickSense, okay, Power BI, all this, but you need to have a license. Licensing cost is very high in other applications. And here in Excel, like in every system compulsory we use Excel, right? Because not only for Excel, Word document, PowerPoint presentation, for some other application, we need to install this MS Office. Okay, and licensing cost also less compared to other visualization tools. Okay. And the first purpose is for calculation purpose, right? To write some formulas, usually we use this Excel. Who are the competitors for Excel? Excel itself, because every time when they are introducing the next version, they are implementing more features. They're adding more formulas. New features, right? So Excel is the competitor. See, after suppose if I'm using 2016 now, uh, after 2019 introduced, we start using that 2019, right? Because of the features. So Excel itself is the competitor. And what are the rows and columns? These horizontal ones are called rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many rows you have in one sheet? Some 10 lakhs 48,576. And number of columns 16,384. So instead of column numbers, we call with column name. A is nothing but column 1, B is 2, like that. So the last column name is XFD. XFD is nothing but column number 16,384. Usually in any table, you won't maintain 16,000 columns. Maximum you may have maximum 100 columns, right? But you have up to 6 option to 16,384 columns. What is the cell? Intersection point of row and column. What is the column name for this cell? This is, we are in E column and the row is 18. So E18 is the cell address. Intersection point of column and row. That cell address you can see here. This is called a name box. In name box we can see the cell address. What is this cell address? F21. F is the column and 21 is the row. What is this cell address? C29. C is the column and 29 is the row. C29 is the cell address. That you can see in name box. Okay. Worksheet. All sheets we will call it, worksheet is nothing but a sheet. All the cells in one sheet we will call it as a sheet. Together we can say 16,384 column into 10,48,576. Together we will call it as one sheet. Okay. Next one is workbook. Workbook is nothing but a file. In one, you know, right? If you want to work with any application, first of all, you have to create a file. That may be Word file or PowerPoint presentation file. This is called one file. This is called one file, right? This is a file. In Excel terminology, we will call that file as workbook. Workbook is nothing but all the sheets. Okay, clear? The flow is, first you need to create a file. Inside the file, you will have sheets, just like a tabs. Inside the sheets, you will have cells. Okay. What is the object model of Excel? Object model is nothing but the flow again. First of all, you have to install the Excel application. And then we will create a workbook. Inside the workbook, you will have sheets and then cells, charts, pivot tables, everything will come under sheets. File type. So after creating a file, you have to save the file, right? Let me create a new book. This file is not saved. I have to save this file. When you are saving the file, it will ask you for extension. This one, save as type. This you will have for any kind of application. If it is a Word document, .doc, if it is a notepad file, .txt, PowerPoint presentation, .ppt, you know that, right? That is called extension. In Excel, you have different kinds of extensions. The first one is .xls. This is if you save your file in 97/2003 format, means this one. 97/2003 format. Okay. Then it will save by default in .xls format. .xls. Okay. So what is .xls? It will store Excel data plus macros data both. What is macros? Yesterday I explained you. What is macro? Macro is nothing but VBA coding, okay? If you want to automate the Excel application, then we need to write some script. That script is called a macro. So where we will write that script? In different window here. Here we will write the script. That script will save as well as sheets also it will save. If you save it in .xls format, it can store data plus macros. Okay. If it is .xlsx, this is the default extension till 97/2003 Excel. From 2007 onwards, default extension changed from .xls to .xlsx. Okay, previously we used to save in .xls format. But from 2007 onwards, it is saved in .xlsx format. Not only for Excel application, other applications also Word document .doc changed to .docx, .ppt changed to .pptx, extra x added. Okay, because lot of changes from 2003 Excel to 2007. So many formulas, features, okay, look wise, visibility wise, everything changed. Okay. And if you save it in .xlsx format, it will save only Excel files, I mean sheets, but not macro. If you write a script, you can't save it if it is .xlsx format. What if you want to store even macros also from latest version? Okay, what is latest version? Why can't we store in .xls format latest files? I'll tell you the difference. If you save it in .xls format, it will store only 65,536 records. Only from .xlsx onwards, it is extended to 10,48,576. In 2003 Excel, nothing but 97 2003 Excel workbook, you have option to store only 65,536. Only from 2007 onwards, it is extended to 10,48,576. So if you store in .xls format, one thing is it will store Excel macros both fine, but you can store only up to 65,536 records. If you have some 1 lakh records or 2 lakhs records, you can't store in this format. Okay. But in XLSX format, yes, you can store up to 10 lakhs plus. But the drawback is here you cannot store macros. If you want to store macros as well as 10 lakhs plus records, then you have to store it in .xlsm format. Okay. It will store Excel data as well as macros data. And we have one more extension called .xlsb. This also will store Excel data as well as macros both in the latest format. But the difference is it will reduce the file size. Okay, I'll show you one example. So if you see this, same file stored in .csv format, 1850 KB. .txt also same. Okay. If it is .xls, the file size is, this is 97 2003 workbook format. 3067 KB. If you save the same file in .xlsb format, see the file size is 815 KB. Almost half, right? 1850 to 850. Order .xlsx 1410, .xlsx only 1312. I mean, this is different, right? Okay. 1410 became 815 KB. Okay. So sometimes, you know, when you have a big size files, you cannot attach to mails due to size, right? So you can save that Excel file in .xlsb format so that it will reduce the file size. What will happen in the backend? It will store in binary format. But you won't lose any features. Everything will be fine. And just it will reduce the file size, just like a compressing the file, and you can use it. It will store Excel data as well as macros both. Is this clear? Any questions here in the extensions? XLS6, XLSM, XLSB, these three you can use in 2000s from 2007 onwards. Because that is introduced only from 2007. If you are using 2003, I'm sure nobody will use 2003 now. If it is 2003 Excel, then you cannot save it as .xlsx or XLSM or XLS. Okay. Next one. In .xls format, only you can store up to 65,536 records and columns, 256 columns only. So in 256 means what is the last column? IV. You can go to IV column. If you see the column number, this is 256. IV is the last column. But from 2010 on, sorry, 7 onwards, 65,000 became 10,48,576. And 256 columns increased to 16,384 columns. So this is the last column name. Can you tell me what is the last cell in .xls? Last cell. What is cell first of all? Cell. You know row. Row means what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Horizontal ones are rows. Vertical ones are called columns. A, B, C, D. We indicate with an alphabets. Row we indicate with the numbers, right? What is cell? Cell address?
Which is IV65536.
Point of row and column, right? What is cell? I mean, what is the cell address of this current cell? F45. Now I'm asking, what is the last cell in 2000? I mean, .xls format.
IV65536.
Correct. IV is the last column name, and 65,536 is the last row. So this is the last cell. Okay. From 2007 onwards, it is XFD 10,48,576. This is the last cell. Okay. How big is your Excel? If you want to see that, how many total cells you have? Number of rows into number of column. One column. In one column, you have 10,48,576 cells. Total, how many columns we have? 16,384. So if you see number of columns into number of rows, will give you total cells, right? So now total cells we have here. How many seconds we have in 1 year? 365 days. Per day 24 hours, and per hour 60 minutes. Per minute we have 60 seconds. Total this many seconds. If you do this by this will give you 545. What is that mean? Total cells in Excel, one sheet. Total cells in one sheet is this, and total seconds in 1 year is this. If you do this by this, it is giving 545. What is 545? No. If you are taking 1 second per one cell, then it will take 545 years to fill one spreadsheet. One sheet. You are taking only 1 second. See how much big is your Excel. One sheet. Usually we don't do any manual work, right? I mean, manually you don't try to enter any data. Maybe some records when you are entering the application, maybe you will store it, but always you don't try to enter any data. Maybe data entry people, they do that. Even we don't store 10 lakhs records also in Excel. If you have huge data, you may store in SQL Server because of the security reasons. Maybe in other databases we'll store the data, right? But This is also very big application, but not previously. In .xls format, you can store only 65,000 records. Is this clear? Can I go to next one? Any questions online, guys? So far?
It's clear.
Okay. Fine. Let's go to version differences. From version to version, what extra features added? Let's see. Okay, the first one is 2003 Excel. In 2003, first difference is you have only 65,536 records, rows, and 256 columns. What is the last column name? IV. What is the default extension? .xls. Okay. And you have only 341 formulas in 2003 Excel. Okay. And you know the list already. Is it uploaded in the drive? They upload all these files in the drive. You can download from there. Okay. 341 formulas. And there is no ribbon also. What is ribbon? I'll hide it. See. Control F1 is the shortcut key to hide or unhide the ribbon. I'm hiding it. See. Now there is no ribbon. In 2003 Excel, we used to have like this. Okay, see. If you want to use any option, you have to click on the tab so that it will give you something like this drop down. You have to choose from here. Okay, but from 7 onwards, they introduce a ribbon. If you click on any tab, the relevant options you can see here itself. See, insert tab options. Okay, this ribbon is not there in 2003X. Okay, next one. 2007. First one is number of rows increased to 10,48,576 and columns also increased. The last column name is XFD and the default extension changed to .xlsx. And extra 12 formulas introduced from 7 onwards. Okay. So total 341 formulas plus 12. 353. Okay. And ribbon is added from 2007 Excel. This ribbon option. And also basic features like conditional formatting, tables, and basic charting options were improved. This conditional formatting options increased. Yesterday I explained you a little bit about conditional formatting, right? Based on the condition, if you want to apply color to the cells, then we'll use this conditional formatting. That format has table options and some basic charts option. Previously, we don't have all that chart types. From version to version, they are improving the charts list also. From 2003 to 7, some charts improved. Okay. Next one. From 7 to 10, rows, columns, there is no change in the rows, columns. From 2007 onwards, same number of rows and columns. Extra 57 formulas added from 2010. Okay. And total 410. And ribbon interface more improved. Ribbon interface. Okay. And extra features like slicers and spark lines added. Slicers already I showed you yesterday. What is slicer? It's just like a filter. So when you are selecting that, it will apply the filter in the table. Table are reports like pivot tables, dashboard, all. Okay. And sparkline is what? What is sparkline? Sparkline also I told you yesterday. Insert a chart in a single cell. right? Mhm. Okay, see. I want to see NM1 performance from week 1 to week 4. Is it increased or decreased? Week 1 we have 75, then it is decreased to 18, again increased, again decreased. So if you want to see whether it is increasing or decreasing, you have to create a trend chart, right? So I'll take this data, go to insert, and I'll go for some line chart. So this is how it looks like. And this is only for what? Only NM1 performance, first employee. But I have to create same for other employees also. If you have 1,000 employees, will you create 1,000 charts like this? No, right? And we have other option called dynamic chart. What is dynamic chart? Maybe I'll keep the values in the drop down so that whatever value I'll select, based on that it should create a chart. But again, the problem is when you have so many values, selecting one of the value from the drop down also very difficult. What I'm trying to tell you, see, I'll take see, like this, you have to select drop down, right? You can get a dynamic chart, but when you have more value, selecting one of the value also difficult, right? So, but I need to see the performance. Same like a chart, you can create a spark line. Go to this cell, end cell, click on insert tab. In insert tab, you will have spark lines option. In charts, you have so many charts, but in spark lines, you will have only 3. Line, column, and win or loss. What is the difference and how to do the formatting, all that I'll tell you later. But for now, I'll take a line. Data range is from here to here. So in the same row itself, you can see the performance. There is no confusion. Simply you can go to that record and see whether it is increasing, decreasing the performance. This is available from 2010 Excel. Okay. Next one. 2013. Extra 50 formulas added. Total 460. And timeline option, flash fill option, quick analysis tools. Okay, one by one, let's see. Timeline is just like a, what is that? Slicer. Slicer. What is slicer? Applying a filter. Okay. This slicer you can apply for any column, any kind of column. But timeline option you can apply only for date related fields. Okay. I'll take a small example. Okay. Let me go to one dashboard or pivot table. Okay. I have some report here, right? So in this I'll insert a slicer. If you are trying to insert a slicer, it is showing all the columns. See? All the column names. Let me take suppose order priority or product category. Furniture, office supplies, technology. It's giving that data, only that selected one, right? Let me insert timeline. It will show you only date related fields. Order date and ship date. You have only 2 date related columns. I'll take suppose order date, say okay. It will show you like this horizontal notation with the date option. I'll select only years. Whatever you will select year, the report will change. Okay. Years and quarters I want to see. 2012 quarter 1 and 2 report I want to see. You can select like this. Okay. Quarterly, monthly or day wise, whatever you can see. If I go for day wise, first month and then days. This is also just like a filter, but it date wise filters. Okay. Is that clear? This is available from 2013 Excel. Okay. Next one is flash fill. What is flash fill? You type manually and say flash fill. It will fill the remaining values. Yesterday I explained a small example. You have a full name. You want to get first name, middle name and last name. You will type first name manually and say Control E. So it will fill all the first names. Type first one, you have to type it manually. Then only it will understand what you are looking. Okay. So that is flash fill. With examples, everything we'll discuss later. Okay. Next one is quick analysis toolbar. Quick analysis tool. Okay. I have this table. Okay. Using this table, what are the possible options you can do? What we can do with the table? Maybe.
The performance of supervisor.
That is one thing. Maybe I want to create a table design like this, format as table and convert this into table design. That I can do. Or maybe I will apply some conditional formatting to highlight with some colors. Or maybe I'll create a pivot table using this data. Or maybe I'll create a chart using this data. Or maybe I need to get totals, grand total in the bottom. I may do anything. I don't know what I'm going to do. So here, if you want to apply pivot table, you have to go to insert tab and apply that option. If you want to go to apply charts, you have to go here. If you want to apply some format as table, you have to go here. And for conditional formatting, different option, right? But select the data, right click, and here you will have quick analysis option. So here itself, it will show you all the possibilities. All the possibilities. Maybe I want to apply some formatting, or I want to apply some charts. Okay. Or do you want to create a totals? See, here in the bottom it is giving the total. Or table, do you want to convert this into format as table like this? So here itself you can see the all possible options. Without going to that tab and select the option, from quick analysis itself you can choose it. Right? That is available from 2013 Excel. Okay. Next one, new chart types introduced like box and whiskers plots and Instagram charts. Histogram charts. These two charts were improved from 2013 Excel. Okay. And cloud integration, improved integration with OneDrive, allowing for easier sharing and collaboration. So if you want to share your file with the different people, what you do?
Protect our data.
No. you are working in a company. Okay, you enter some data, maybe some 1 to 10 records. From 11 to 20, other person need to enter the data, or they need to enter their sales value, or they need to enter some value in the same file, not different file. Then what you have to do?
Share.
You will enter your data. I have two sheets, sheet 1 and sheet 2. Sheet 1 person need to enter data in first sheet, second person need to enter data in second sheet. File is same. Then what we will do? If you are working in the same network drive, I mean with the same internet connection, we create a local network drive and we used to keep that file there so that everybody can able to open file from their system, right? Previous. But if you are working different location, working from different location, some are working in Bangalore, some are working from Hyderabad, Pune, different locations or maybe different country. But they need to work with the same file. Then we have other option called SharePoint.
SharePoint.
What is SharePoint? This is also like sharing the files and you can give share permissions, like only some people need to open the file but they cannot modify the file. Some people cannot even see the files. Some people can edit the file. Some people can delete the file. That controls you can give from your system itself. Admin people can give the permissions. So one more thing is, if you are not working in the SharePoint, have one more option called OneDrive. OneDrive. OneDrive is also like a, if you keep your files in the OneDrive, and from there you can give access permissions. You can do right click and share and enter their mail ID, so that just like a Google Drive. You know Google Drive in the Gmail, right? You will upload your file in the Gmail Google Drive, and from there you will do share option so that everybody can able to open it. There also you can give edit permission or view permissions, right? Yes or no? So from our front office, they upload the files and they give you permission to open the files. Same like that in the OneDrive. OneDrive also you can give access permissions. And the files will store in cloud. Okay. Here in Gmail you have up to 15 GB permission, I guess. But in OneDrive you can store up to 4 GB. So much space you have. But that should be licensed version. Then they give you space and you can store your files. Even if the system is crashed, your files will be stored in cloud. If you log in with your credentials in other system, then you can able to open your files. And you can give access permissions also. That is available from 2013 Excel onwards. Okay. Is this clear? Okay. Next one. From 2016 onwards, extra 11 formulas added. In total 471. And some Power Query and Power Pivot options enhanced data analysis and modeling capabilities using Power Pivot and Power Query. Okay. What is Power Pivot and Power Query? Power Query you are going to learn more detail in Power BI classes, but I'll just give you some introduction about it. Okay. In normal pivot, do you have any idea about normal pivot tables? Summarizing the data using pivot tables, okay? So if you want to, I have two sheets. One is 2024 and second sheet is 2025. I want to create one pivot table using this both sheets data. Maybe I need to compare data, so I need both. Okay. So are you able to create a pivot table using this both sheets at a time? How? if you have data in different sheets, are you able to create a pivot table? Not possible. You have to consolidate the data. Complete data should be in one place. Then you have to create a pivot table. Okay. But after introducing Power Pivot option, even you have data in different sheets, you can create a pivot table. No need to consolidate it. Not only in the same application, you have some data in SQL Server, some data you have in Notepad file, some data you have in website. You can give a connection. You don't get data from other application. Just you can give a connection and you can create a pivot table. That is called Power Pivot. Okay, pivot table only, but the extra feature giving connection to different sheets or different applications. Okay, without in the whole format, you don't have that option. If you have SQL Server, you need to download the data and keep some data in Notepad file, copy the data and paste in the bottom rows. Complete data should be in the same place. Same table, not in the same place, same tables. Complete should be only single table, then only you can create a pivot table. But in Power Pivot table, even though you have data in different places, you can create it. Okay. 2024, they used to store data in Oracle database. But from 2025 onwards, they changed it to some SQL database. So no need to download the data to compare this data. Okay. Just you can give a connection and you can create your pivot. Clear? Next one is a Power Query. Power Query is nothing but okay. I have an employee database. So in employee database, when you are downloading the data, maybe sometimes before creating any report, you have to do some normalization. Normalization means maybe you need to create more columns to create your report, or maybe you don't require some columns because you have 100 columns. Out of 100 in my report, I need some 20 columns. What is the need of downloading all 100 columns into your Excel? Not required, right? So when you're downloading, you can do some normalization. Example, I'll tell you. Okay. So this is already saved. Go to data, get data from text or CSV file. I'll give this location. This is the file. Select it, import. Okay. Here we have employee ID, employee name, department and salary, right? I don't require this salary column. Okay. So, but when you are downloading the data, it will give you all the columns. And this employee name is in uppercase. I want in proper case, like only first character in upper and remaining small case. So once you download it, if you want to change it, again you have to write some formulas to change it, right? But when I'm downloading itself, click on transform data. It will show you a new window. This is Power Query Editor. You can do some modification. See, right click here. I'm clicking on remove. Where it will remove, not in the notepad. Only when you are downloading it, in middle, it will do this modification and download. It will not change in the actual application. And this name, just do right click and click on transform, convert to capitalize each word. I changed it something else. Okay. Like this, whatever you want to do, you can do in the middle before loading the data itself. That is transforming, transformation, modification. See, whatever raw data you will get, that raw data, on that raw data, we don't create any report. First of all the columns we will convert into our required format, then only we will create the report. That transformations you can do using this Power Query Editor. Okay. So more in detail on each and every option you are going to learn in the Power BI classes. You will have that. Okay. And I'll say close and load to. So when I'll save this, say okay. See, you have only the 3 columns and with the updated format. Okay, that is a Power Query Editor. This is available from 2016. Okay, and forecasting, improved forecasting tools for data analysis. And from 2019, more improved visualizations like new chart types, including maps and funnel charts. Map chart and funnel chart introduced from 2019. Okay, and the data types, geographic and stock related data types introduced from 2019. What is that? This one. It's not available. Okay, fine. Accessibility features, improved tools to help users with the disabilities. Okay. And in 2021, I gave a link. You can click on the link. You can see the options. Okay. Some more XLOOKUP function. First, you need to understand what is the lookup. Then you will understand why XLOOKUP is introduced. Okay. XLOOKUP function, dynamic arrays concept, let function, XMatch function, some sheet views, accessibility ribbon. These are related to PowerPoint, but yeah, till here. All these features introduced from 2021. Okay. And then coming to Office 365, you will have all these features. Apart from that, this is one-time purchase and lifetime use. So no need to install when some new feature is added, you no need to purchase a new application and install. If it is Office 365, you will get a live application. All the new features you can see here. Okay. And more, you will see 36 extra formulas in Office 365. So total 522 formulas. Is it clear? So that is about version differences. Next, Excel UI. Coming to UI, user interface. This is called title bar, the name of the file. And I'll tell you what is this is called quick access toolbar. How to add it and how to remove it, that I'll tell you later. Ribbon, you know what is ribbon? What is the shortcut key to hide or unhide the ribbon? Control F1. Okay. Control F1. These are called tabs. Each one is called one tab. In each tab, you will have a groups. This is just like a folder structure, okay? 2025 folder I have. Inside that you will have January, February, March. That's some relevant files. Again in January folder, again you will have some relevant files. Same like that, home tab. In home tab, you will have all home tab, basic options. So some clipboard. Clipboard is a group. Again, in that you will have some relevant options. Font is a group. You will have all font related options. Font, bold, italic, underline, borders, all these are related to font options. Alignment related options you will have in alignment group. Okay, these are called groups. Inside the group, you will have actual option. So if you are asking me where you will have flash fill option, I will tell you something like this. Data tab, okay. Data tools group, you will have flash fill. So that is the flow you have to check. Okay. Next, what is this? This is name box. And this is formula bar. In the formula bar, you can see what is this 30, right? But if you keep your cursor there, then you will see whether it is an actual value or formula. In formula bar, you can see actual value. So I'll write some 2.6. I will remove the decimals. It is looking like 3. But if you keep your cursor there, you can see the actual value. In the formula bar, if you want to see actual value, how to check in the formula bar. Okay. And then you know what is column label and row label. A, B, C, D, all these are called column labels, and 1, 2, 3, 4, these are called row labels. And these are called sheets. Okay. Sheets and status bar. And then zoom options. These are zoom options. Zoom, decrease, increase, zoom. Or you can click on this number to give your own percentage for zoom. Okay. That is about this user interface. And finally, quick access toolbar. See, I want to apply border. Then what you have to do? Which border? All border. You have to go to borders. And here you have to choose all borders option. But already in the quick access toolbar, I added all borders. What is quick access toolbar? Just like a shortcut. Quickly you can access it. How to add that? Go to file, options. Here you will have quick access toolbar option. Select that and select whatever options you want to add here. See, suppose I am removing it. Remove. There is no quick access toolbar. Okay, I'll clear all. Now again I'm adding, go to file, options, quick access toolbar. Just select from which tab you want to add. Home tab. So it will show you only home tab related options. Okay. I want to apply all borders. Select this, click on add, say okay. Now you can see this. Select it, from here itself you can add it. Whatever option you are frequently using, you can keep it in the quick access toolbar so that no need to go to the tab every time. Okay. Any questions so far? All good? Okay then. I'll stop it here. Tomorrow we'll continue from home tab. All introduction done. So from home tab onwards, cut, copy, paste will start from actual. Okay. You can leave it. Online guys, any questions from your side?
No, ma'am. Everything is fine.
Okay, then we'll continue tomorrow from home tab onwards. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, ma'am.